Hello Linux learners, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be discussing how to create the perfect Linux desktop. Let's get started. In today's agenda, we will be exploring the desktop, viewing applications, learning what those applications do, what are commands, command meanings, and basic commands you need to know. That way you could maneuver around Linux easily. Linux is an operating system, just like Windows. For you to understand Linux very quickly, you have to bring your own knowledge of Windows. In Windows, you interact with it, but it's called GUI, Graphic User Interface, which makes it easy to use. In Windows, there are different features, just like desktop, documents, downloads, and much more. And in Linux, you also have these things. Exploring the desktop in Linux. Features to the desktop. We have the terminal, which is also called the command line, folders, which are called directories, the system tab, and places. Okay? So now let's log into our servers. And okay, so after you've logged into your server, so let me just show you around. We have applications, and in the applications tab, we have accessories, like the archive manager. And this tool is very helpful because you could have two folders and make them into one. Then we have the calculator, dictionary, notes, and all that good stuff. Then we have graphics. We have GThumb image viewer. That way, if you want to crop something, you could use it. Then we have the internet, and just like Windows, Linux is just like Windows because when you install Windows, it comes with its own personal internet, and that's called Internet Explorer. But in Linux, once you install it, it comes with Firefox, which is quite cool. Then we have sounds and videos like audio extractor, just in case you want to download the music and take it out of your CD and put it onto your system. Then we have the disk burner, in case you want to burn a movie or songs to a disk. Then we have movie player, and yeah. Then here comes the system tools, my favorite. We also have the automatic bug report tool. It, in its name, it reports bugs to you. Then we have CD/DVD creator, and my favorite, the file browser, because in Linux, you can get lost in the file system. And there are a few ways you could find your files and know where you are, and I'll explain that later in the video. Then we have system monitor. This is the best way to monitor your system because it shows how fast and slow your computer is going, anything you need to edit or update, and all that good stuff. Then we have places, and we have the home folder, desktop, documents, music, pictures, videos, and downloads. In Linux, they're also called folders, and they're also called directories. And directories are the same things as folders. Then we have the computer and network, connect to server, and yeah. Then we have the system tab. Since there's nothing on this server yet, You have your preferences, so you could adjust it to the way you'd like it, like about me, appearance, and how fast you want your mouse to go, default printers, and I'm just mentioning the important stuff. Then there's a screensaver, and yeah. Then we have the administration, add and remove software, authentication, the firewall, kernel crash dumps, and software updates. Then we have documentation. What it basically is just like notes on Linux when it was released, copyright stuff, and yeah. Then we have about this computer, lock screen, logouts, and shutdown. Okay? So now to move on to the basic commands you need to know about Linux. Okay, so everyone just open up your terminal. And a fun fact about the terminal is it's where you type in commands. And it's also called a command line. And the terminal is one of the most important places you could go in Linux. And it helps you very much. If you could get these 5 or 10 commands down, you'll officially know how to start off with Linux. Okay, so let's get started. Did you know that there are hundreds of commands available in Red Hat? This section first describes how to access the command prompt and then provide an understanding of commands and forms, describing in details of them that are commonly used in a routine system administration. Okay, so let's start off with some easy commands, like PWD, which stands for Present Working Directory. It stands for Present Working Directory and where you are right now. Like as I said, in Linux, you could get lost in the file system, and this command is very helpful because it shows where you are. Okay, so after you're done typing PWD, press enter, and as you could see, it says I'm at Home Linux Kid, and that means I'm at the home desktop and I'm in the Linux Kid server. Okay, is everybody with me? Then after, another important command, ls, which stands for list. And what it lists is directories and folders, and files. Those are the 3 things it lists. So we'll do ls, press enter, and as you could see, all these directories like desktop, documents, all of these folders. And here is another command you could use, ll, which stands for long listing. It'll list directories and files. Okay, so everyone type in ll, click enter, and also it shows permissions, and we'll discuss that later. So it shows when it was made, okay, and then it shows the folders. Is everybody with me? Okay, so another example, cd, which means change directory, like to enter different folders and directories. Okay, so this is how it works. Type in cd and the directory name. Okay? These are directory names. Downloads and documents are directory names. Okay, but today I'll be using Jeff. It's one of my folders. So do cd, whatever directory name you'd like to use, and click enter. Just like this. cd directory name. Okay, then click enter. As you could see here, I'm in the Jeff directory. And how do you exit this directory, you may say? Just do cd again. Just plain old cd. You've left that directory. And to prove you've left, use the pwd command. And as you could see, I'm in Home Linux Kid. Okay, so then after you have a way to create a directory, and that's called mkdir, which stands for make directory. Okay, and after you're done typing mkdir, do the directory name. So mine would be Linux, just like this. mkdir directory name. So mine would be Linux. Okay, so press enter, and if it shows no error, that means that the directory has been made. So let's enter our newly made directory. So we'll do cd Linux. As you could see, we're in Linux, so to prove we're in Linux, we'll just use our old pwd command. We're in home desktop, Linux Kid server, directory is Linux. Okay? Good. So then you do cd. We're just gonna exit out of here. Okay, and another helpful command is rmdir, which stands for remove directory. So assuming you want to remove a directory, just type in rmdir, the directory name. So we'll be removing Linux, the directory I created, and also this command does not work if you have something in your directory, like a file or another folder, or something stored in it, okay? Since Linux is empty, it's gonna work. So press enter. And as you could see, guys, it shows no error, and it worked perfectly. So now to see if it officially removed Linux, we'll do ls. And you see, you don't see Linux here. And guys, those were just the basic commands. And here comes another one. It's called who, the who command. It's very helpful because it shows the file display and the information and what it's all about and all current logged on users. Okay? And it also could show who you are and all logged on users. It's very helpful because it also shows like who could be on your account or on your server. Okay? So let's press enter. And it shows the history of when I was logged on. See, Linux Kid, I was logged on 2017 8/21, and it shows the hour. Okay? And yeah, that's a very helpful command, because assuming like you went on vacation and people were logging on your system without asking, you could type in this command and see who was on and when you were on. Okay? And thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your families and friends. And tomorrow I'll be posting a video on directory and file management. And guys, always remember, you're never too little to learn Linux.